Hey kids, Peyton's not going to be with us tonight. She's got homework to do, and you know the rules. Homework before anything fun. It's just how it goes. So I'm going to do just a few things tonight. Yes, the girls definitely told me that I need to change that tire back, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to try to get some of this. I don't know. Maybe I'll mess with Troublemaker a little bit because it's been a little bit since I've done that. Maybe I'll try to pound some dents or something. Oh, maybe I'll go outside and I'll see if I can pound some dents on the turd out there. I don't know, something. I was gonna have Peyton help me take apart that axle today, but homework, you know. So stick around. Yep. Okay. So we know it's gotta be done. Cool. So let's this one off of here. Still a good look though, you know, I mean, just not enough. Now, if we remember the last time I picked this up, it was the Struggle Bus plus 4 because it weighs a ton. So, I'm gonna line these up a little bit. Too high. Oh goodness. I'm gonna move that tire like it's that tire's fault. It's not. It's operator error. Well, that wasn't so bad. Only got a hernia in my business, you know. You know. Yep, I know, the girl will be happy. There's knocking on the door. Hello. It's the foreman. You know what that means? I'm not sure.
I came out here to make sure you're cleaning up your mess.
She's making sure that I'm putting this tire back on.
Well, that is true. Much better.
Okay. On to the next thing. Now I gotta put this on. I know, I want to leave them off too, but okay, we did that. What do you want to do next? No, I don't know either. So, we got that. We got that. We don't want to do anything with that because it stinks and stuff. What we could do though is clean up some of this junk, and you don't have to watch that. Whoa, hey! I kicked that right in the teeth. You don't have to watch that. I wouldn't want to watch that either. So, I have an idea. But Maybe it's boring. Let's make some noise. Yeah. As you remember, this is the car with the 1,000 dents. Right there. That's just one side. And we have, parts underneath. We really should start putting this thing back together, and that. So I don't think I'm going to do that just yet. But I have an idea. You guys can tell me what you think. I have another grill shell, for this guy right here. Boop. But the one I have outside isn't the stainless. It's, like that, rusty. What do you guys think? Should we try it? Should we try it? Not today? Okay, well. Let's see. I know something else we can do. Hold on a minute. As you guys know, that these are the auto parts bins. Some of these down here and up here, those are, I don't even remember. Is that wrong? I don't know. Anyway, we got auto parts bins for those three for sure. This one weighs a lot, and these two aren't so much because I was able to, when I was getting that flathead, I cleaned out a lot of that stuff. And no, flathead used to live there. So I think what we're gonna do. Yeah. It's been a little bit since we talked about some small shop essentials. Then we talked about storage, the workbench, how everything's got to serve double duty. Now, as you know, we've kind of hit a big pile of stuff in here. And we're looking at adding storage outside to kind of tame some of this. But that's kind of what happened. I mean, things are not serving double duty. I've got tires sitting right there, over there. Got a couple back, one back there, and one over there. Actually, right there. So we're running into things like that, not having things organized. One of the biggest things is organization in a small shop because you need to know where things are. Makes sense, right? So I'm going to show you the one cabinet actually right there, and I'm going to kind of show you how I've got it set up, and maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't. So first I need to do this though. There. Slides on the ground, nobody will fall down and hurt themselves. Gene Winfield. Yep. Okay. Now, some of the problem is where you got something big, like Model A floor, you end up moving it around a bunch because, let's face it, it's in the way. And then you got tape all over the floor from your live that you didn't pick up. Now it's stuck on the wheel of your, garage stool. That kind. Hey, super clean. Get yourself some. Okay, let's see. Well, yeah, not so bad. Not so bad. Okay. So, first thing I've got is I've got basically all my electrical stuff up here. I've got my sweet battery charger I've had for 20 some years, 25 years probably. It's a Century. Don't know if they make them anymore. I got it at our local co-op store. The only problem I've ever had with it was the handle broke off about, 10 years ago. And I've just let it be. Actually, I think it's been more than 10 years. Probably 15 or so. But whatever. It charges 6 volt. It's got 2 different settings for 12 volt. And you got the 55 amp boost. This thing, I'm going to be very sad when I have to replace it. Let's hope it's not for another 25 years. Now, I I've got those small race style batteries up here. The cool thing about these is that if I need to jump, I can actually just hook one of those up. I got a couple good cracks on it, and then I can get things done. I also have, this is where all the electrical kind of stuff lives. You know, I have some fuel line, but you know, this is distributor and distributor cap, and I've got fuel pumps, spark plugs, and then a wire and some of that stuff here. Now I'm moving down. Second floor. This goes there. Anyway, I've got some wheel spacers. Now these here actually were on the front of Clyde. These were the ones that were on there, and what they did was they actually made the 4 3/4 bolt pattern to 4 1/2. So you never know, that could happen again. In here and over here, not this, but behind that, this here and this here, the file folder, if you can see it right here, maybe, that's all the stuff on body. Dyno sheet, TCI chassis information, all that, where the interior came from, who did it. I've got some empty bins here because I do. I have some gaskets there too, because I didn't want them to get damaged somewhere else. And then when you move down a little bit further, you get into the fluids, and I got some hand cleaner, and normally this lives down here, but I had to get at something. So, but you can see it's kind of where I got that stuff. And then down further, got my jack and extra jack stands. So this cabinet, if I need something, either fluids or electrical, one spot. Here, this is all car cleaning stuff. I have some more. Look at that. Super clean. Right there. All one spot. So, like, hey, I need this stuff. By the way, this Never Dull on stainless and chrome and stuff. Get you some of this stuff, man. I'll tell you what. It's got I'll show you. If you've never used this stuff, it's gonna get a treatment or oil or whatever on it. You just peel off, you just tear off some and you use it. And I mean, you can even put it back in there. Just get some. It is great. You just gotta wipe off the residue when you're done. I'm telling you. Now in here, I've got my car magazines and that stuff because I want to get at them. And then this one's kind of got nothing in it right now because I'm falling behind on getting stuff cleaned up. Now the coolest thing about these cabinets right here is that they roll out. So you can just, you can grab a hold of it, roll it right out. Yep, that's my new age cabinets. So here, let me show you a little bit better. All right, so in here, measuring tools. I've got my string line. By the way, if you don't have yourself one of these kind of rulers, just get one. They're fun. Let's see, mine is a Craftsman. It's even got an extension on there so you can do inside measurements, you know. So if you need one that's, you know, rigid and you need to, you know, I've had this probably 30 years. Doesn't get used too much, but when it does, it's handy. And then you get down in here, I've got some bodywork things. These are my bodywork hammers and dollies. And then in here, stuff that needs to be, you know, organized. Because that's what happens when you stop doing things in the middle. So, then you've seen my toolbox before. And then you just lock them down. And then they Stay there. I got one over there too. Now in here, I was always struggling with where to put my coveralls for when, in the winter, or when the winter's done. Where do I put them? They're just flailing around. So I rolled them up and I just tucked them away neatly. And then in here, this one I actually have set up as kind of a one-stop. Screwdrivers and nut drivers. Some pliers. Now, I did have to take the locking pliers out, so I'm going to put those back. I got some diagnostic and brake tools here. Spring compressor, timing gun, timing light, circuit checker, oh yeah, and up here, absolutely have to have this so you don't freeze your coolant. Actually, I have 2. I think I even have 3. And then in here, clamps, all sorts of clamps. Oh, look, gross. All right, so once again, these are my new age cabinets. This one, though, came with the house. And we already talked about that. So now, a few things you're going to have to change around here. The lounge, well, things are going to have to get less loungy. That goes back where it belongs. This pile, the tire machine, the miter saw rack, not, everything's just disorganized. It's being terrible. Oh. We just gotta, it makes it not as fun to be out here when you're always tripping on something. This is kind of turned out to be an odd video. I said we were gonna make some noise a little bit ago and we didn't. So that's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna show you some things that we need to get working on as far as with Troublemaker here. Because soon I'm gonna have to turn this thing, like this in here. Like we had Clyde right here where I'm sitting. We worked on it where hopefully all of you watched last winter. I know all of you didn't, but go back and take a look at it. You can see Peyton change from this little girl to the young lady she's become. Anyway, so let me get set up over there and we can just talk about things that we need to do. All right, I had to do some dad work. I had to help Peyton with a little bit of homework stuff. So, whole change of plan. Remember that garbage can that needs a little bit of welding? I'm gonna weld it. So let me get that set up and try to make room in here and kick more things. And ooh, remember, crazy camera angles is what we're all about now. Hey, did you guys like that big light bar I got? Oh, can't see it. Too low. Kinda. There. So, what we got right there in a hole. So if we can get, this tacked back together, I'm gonna give her old Happy Gilmore and gave her a little tap, tap, tap-a-roo. And look at that, just like downtown now. I mean, that's cool. I gotta bend that, but I don't know how long it's gonna last, but, oh, actually, you know what? I don't think I can. There's nothing left there. There ain't nothing left. So I guess we're not gonna weld that either. Plan F. Okay, so remember how I was looking for this piece because it's better. Well, it's better-ish. It's bent because we have an issue with this one right here. Right here. See that? So, we figure that out. Let's still have this problem. Now this is the worst side. You guys see that? Hope you can. And it's, I mean, there's a hole here, there's a hole here, here, here. I mean, you name it. For this one, it's got a hole in it. All this. So, we're running out of, well, like, you know, I don't have the patch panel which can go all the way along here. Want to have a 7 inches too short. Still don't have any fender wells. And then this one's going to be a big challenge right here. We're going to have to cut this out, and hopefully there's enough room behind there to do something with it. Yeah. Looking at this side, it's more and more of a daunting task. That's for sure. I still have to fix this mess. I mean, I don't know. You know, it's kind of, sadly, it's becoming, look at that. That's what happens when they just sit there. Stuff gets piled up in them. And just like that, it gets piled up. Piled up. You gotta be efficient, man. I mean, the tape doesn't look so bad because it's around that. Still gotta figure out what to do with this. You know, and we got more tires back there. So I'm gonna make a list of the things that are gonna leave, and I think I've got a few in my mind. So this Saturday, we are going to go and take the foreman and look at, I turn this on, look at the sheds. We have, I think, 3 or 4 that we like, Peyton and I liked. I think I have 2 that I prefer. But so some of the things that are gonna go out. Well, all the extra wheels and tires, all of them, they're all going out. By the way, my motorcycle tires are for sale. They're on the Facebook Marketplace, if that helps you. Anyway, all the wheels and tires are going out. The tire mounter and the balancer that are over there, those are going out because those are the manual guys. And I tell you what, until I get a spot to mount it out here where I can use it, doesn't make sense. The body panel stand that we used, that's gonna go. There's a lot. My miter saw stand, that's gonna go. Even some of the tools that maybe don't get used very much, like the bandsaw, I haven't used it yet. My father-in-law, you know, we kind of own it together, and he told me, well, keep it at your place. Well, neither of us have used it. I don't know if the table saw is going to go, and then I'll take that end down for a little more room and then put it back up in the spring. I don't know. But there's, you know, I got to make room for the welding table. The record player is going out. Actually, I think even the big black shelves are going to go out too, just because that way we can have more storage out there or get something similar for the shed. We still have to figure out what's going to happen with the Sport Coupe before winter. If we're going to do anything with it or just shove it back over there. It's kind of fun to just have it out there to mess with. But, you know, speaking of messing with it, we got an idea. Let me get you out there. Sorry about the wind noise, but it's a little bit lighter today. So we had a few comments. We did have a winner. I did make a comment. I haven't heard from him yet. So if I don't hear from him by Saturday, I'll be choosing a new winner. I already know who number 2 is. So now we knew this was 3, right? A few of you said 5. Let's see what that does. Glad I don't have to worry about paint. Got a weird bird noise though. You hear that? You know, I've noticed. I think our videos are getting weirder. They're all over the place. Keeps you on your toes. Right, kids? All right. Okay, pretend this yellow piece that you can see. Oh, you can't see it. So now, let's see what 5 does. Oh, it's the top. And the bottom. Rained this morning here. Now it's just windy. Hey, it's supposed to be 80 on Sunday, which is pretty cool. Coming into October, right? This is fun. Okay, so there's 5. That's 5. Here. Let me make sure that's 5. It's 5 to the bottom. So 5 to here. So if we did 6, I did have someone say 6, just for funzos. Now this is 3/4 of an inch, so this will give you an idea where 6 would fall. So now if we take this guy off, right, like that, we'll just stick him out of the way. Now there's 6 inches. So that means, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get a seat and try not to fall through that floor. Okay, that's on the floor right there. Okay, now let's see how dangerous this might be. So far it looks safe-ish, you know. By that I mean not at all. So here's the normal driving position, right? Except for this is too close, so I'd have to move the seat back. There's 6. So if I dropped it down 6, right there, and that's sitting on the floor. Actually, yeah. I don't know that makes sense. What do you guys think? Maybe if I just dropped it down to here, that might be better. You know. Just chop it there. That's not bad. Because I plan on, you know, I don't know, moving this. Well, this doesn't help either. So it'll be up here. You know, I got my shifter. How do people in 1929 or 8, whatever this is, how'd they do it? It's crazy. They must have been short and thin instead of tall and less thin. All right, so I'm gonna try to get out of here. I don't know. Well, that wasn't so bad. I didn't fall. Just cutting her down to there, maybe. But you know, I mean, that's 6 inches right there. There's 5. Yep. I think just moving it down, you know, just kind of squishing it. I have some other ideas too. Hold on. Now, officially, there is nothing that's saying we're doing any of this But, you know, it's fun to play. So, the top actually kind of lives, you know, kind of like that. You can't really see that, can you? Anyway, kind of like this. Right? Attaches here and here. And then, interesting. Anyway, and then you got that piece. I think I have it over there, or I got it right here. Let me see. Hey, I just cut my... No, that's for the door. It's actually like that piece-ish. I think, I don't know, hard to know with this junk. There's no restoration manual. So, if you can picture it, coming like this, and then kind of arching back, and then it would come down. You know, there'd be something here for that canvas to attach to. The other option, of course, is to do her like this, you know, like that, and then just bring her down like that, and then, you know, kind of one across the middle like that, maybe one through here, you know, just messing around with it. You know what you guys think? Yeah? What do you think about the top idea? I think it's pretty good. I mean, you know, maybe we'll roll that Roadster outside, cover that, and we'll do this one. No, we shouldn't do that because that's a Roadster and this is not. So, but you can go like this and, you know, and it's Bonnie. Especially if we do that. Maybe just cut that off and just slip a piece of plexiglass in there. I don't know. Too many ideas. I better start writing them down. If you guys come up with something spectacular, put down the thing. You know, always open to somebody else's inspirations. So, anyway, because I've got some well-seasoned 2x4s right there. You know, cut them down, do the thing with it, maybe some stuff. So that's kind of, I don't know, kind of all over the place tonight. Weird. Normally we, oh hey, check this out. The foreman made us a little sign for outside of the shop. Look at that, huh? She's definitely more talented than I am. I'm just kind of a big hack. Well, you guys have seen it. Okay, well, you know, I don't know that I have too many more ideas that we can get weird with. Every time you've seen the thing go like that, it's because I've hit something. So, let's see, what do we do? Put Clyde back the way he was. We tried, right? Anybody who supported me, right on. Anybody who sided with the girls, you were right. We were wrong. You're the best. We're the worst. You're very attractive and we're not very good looking. You know, pick one of those. Anyway, I showed you how I have one of my cabinets set up for whatever reason I did that. So, yeah. And played around with the Sport Coupe a little bit. I was going to weld something, but you can't. It was too far gone. We talked about the tape, some of the things that are going to be going out when the shed comes. Got my eye on a 20-footer. It's just a little bit more than the 16. Hopefully we'll go for that one because I think it would be a better option because then I could, you know, let's face it, I could put Troublemaker in it if I wanted to, or, you know, can you guys help me come up with a name for that one out there? I have a number picked out and it's 87. I don't know why, it just stuck. So if you guys can come and help, help me out with a name, that'd be sweet. Because it'd be really helpful. I can't keep saying Troublemaker 1 and 2 because, or could I? No, I can't. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed whatever went on today. So don't forget to subscribe. Keep on running, 7th grade.